Hello students, I am Dr. Tanmoy Biswas. I welcome you all in my channel Chemistry, the Mystery of Molecules. So today we are going to discuss an interesting topic, that is Chloroform-D or CDCl3 preparation. I believe majority of you are familiar about this molecule as a solvent in NMR spectroscopy or nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. So we'll learn how this deuterated solvent is produced. By the way, remember that all deuterated solvent are produced from D2O. And how D2O is produced? D2O is produced from seawater. Okay, so this is the source of all deuterium solvent. So we should know when you want to learn advanced level thing. Now fine. So how CDCl3? So in this way it produces CDCl3. So how it is produced? It is produced from hexachloroacetone. Why? Because see, this hexachloroacetone. First of all, if you look at this molecule is attached, this carbonyl is attached to this 6-chlorine. Now please remember haloform reaction. So this is a deuterated deuterium version of haloform reaction. So it will be interesting. I have already discussed that previously. Now, so in this case pyridine acts as a base. Now, and this reaction, it needs some heating and produces this and carbon dioxide. Now you can think that, sir, pyridine is a very weak base. How this reaction happens? Actually, it's true that first of all, you may consider it's a weak, agree, but this substance is very reactive. Why? Because see, this 2CCl3 chlorine is electronegative atom, its -I is dominant. So that's why this carbonyl is very electron deficient, and that's why it's prone to nucleophilic attack. So nucleophile attack this thing easily because this is activated, and this process is named as Bargh-Dunich trajectory. So what happens in this way, if you react this pyridine and D2O, actually that mechanism is not explained in this paid manuscript from where I have taken this reference. I have taken this based on my explanation I am saying. So D2O plus this pyridine, what it produces? It produces, means you may consider DOD like that. So it can abstract, it comes, so it will produces this pyridinium salt, sorry, see, I am also doing the mistake. And student, you also be very much careful. Please don't do that mistake. Pyridinium D plus OD minus. So in next step, what OD does? OD act this central as a nucleophile. So it opens and it comes back, it leaves. Now question, why it this time leaves? How it stabilizes? Because this is, you can see, it's a carbon ion attached to 3-chlorine, and we know chlorine is a very efficient electron withdrawing. And another thing, how this is stabilized? By -I effect of chlorine as well as -R. -R, how? Vacant d orbital of chlorine can also help to stabilize this charge. I have already discussed this Dreimer-Tiemann reaction. You may go for further learning. So this is produced. Now what is the next step? Again DOD. See, this is a carbon ion react with this water analog, that is D2O. So it reacts and produce CDCl3. So in this way, plus again OD is regenerated, and you can see this go on continuously. Okay, so this thing will continuously go on. Now fine, we have understood how this is prepared. So in this way CDCl3 is prepared, and now another thing. So this is fine. Now question comes, when you discuss about the preparation, how this is produced. This is actually produced from acetone. So CH3CO CH3, and its reaction with chlorine in presence of same pyridine as base. By the way, for better understanding, please visit halogenation of carbonyl compound, halogenation of alpha hydrogen of a carbonyl in presence of base. So what it produces? As a first step, you can produce that CH2 C double bond O CH3. There is a Cl, and further stepwise, ultimately it will produce this hexachloroacetone. Now question, you may think that, sir, this pyridine is a weak base. How it can do this? So first of all, remember that this is a basic base mediated, so enolate formation will happen. Now since pyridine is a weak base, enolate formation equilibrium will be in the left side, fine. But when the enolate will be generated, that will instantly react with chlorine, because this chlorine is a very reactive reagent, point number 1. Second, when some amount of this thing will be produced, it will react more efficiently. Why? Because of the presence of this chlorine, acidity of this hydrogen is more, so reaction will go on, and after first halogenation, reaction will end up in this state. Okay, so in this way reaction will continue. Now another thing, since our main target is preparation of chloroform, one information you should remember. That's, you can say that nothing is 100% D2O. Means, for example, you may prepare 99.5% D2O. So it is true that along with that 0.5% is water. Fine. So from that impurity, how can you assure that this chloroform will be 100%? I am not assuring this is 100%, and we don't need 100% chloroform. First of all, remember, when something is prepared industrially, economic factor is also important. What do I mean? 100% pure chloroform means further purification, more cost. But in this case, impurity gives us advantage. Why? Because this chloroform peak means CHCl3 gives a peak in NMR spectrum, that is 7.26 ppm. You see, when you do the NMR, you observe this peak. Why is this peak? This peak is because of chloroform present in CDCl3 as an impurity, and that's why we can use that peak as a standard peak, and we can position other peak according to. That is the advantage. So slight amount of chloroform present in CDCl3 is not a problem for NMR spectroscopy, rather than it's an advantage. So we don't need to be so much curious about the 100% purification of CDCl3. If you want, you can do, but it is not needed. So I guess you have understood the preparation of chloroform from this hexachloroacetone, preparation of D2O from seawater, and why this is done? Because its molecular weight is higher than simple water, so boiling point of this D2O is slightly higher than 100 degrees centigrade. So based on that slight difference, fractional distillation and enrichment results in pure D2O formation, or almost pure D2O formation. And how this hexachloroacetone is prepared? By chlorination of simple acetone in presence of this pyridine as a base. So this is the overall discussion. Thanks for watching. Stay happy, stay blessed. See you in my next video.